Hello guys, so we continue our series of video from Lisbon, Lisbon Blockchain Week. Anna, please introduce our speaker today.
Hello, today our guest is Alan Shu, who is the founder of Boba Network. It's Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution, optimistic rollup built by Enya.ai, co-contributors to OMG Network. Nice to meet you here, Alan.
Great to meet you here too, Anna.
So can you tell us how did you get into crypto and blockchain industry?
Well, like most people, it really came from really good friends who are already in the industry. I still remember quite a few years ago now, a friend of mine wanted to get me into Bitcoin. So he asked me to buy a latte for him and he paid me back in Bitcoin. And that's what got me hooked.
Which year was it?
2015.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So some kind of early. And how did the idea of founding Boba Network come to you?
Yeah, so my co-founder, Jan Laporte, who's a Stanford engineering professor, and I were looking at what's really constraining the growth of the Ethereum community. And he's been teaching blockchain at Stanford for several years, and I come from a distributed systems background. And we came to the conclusion that, of course, we need to make Ethereum faster and cheaper, but also make it possible for developers to do a lot more with their smart contracts on Ethereum. And that's how we came up with the idea of building Boba as an EVM compatible layer 2 optimistic rollup with hybrid compute that lets developers combine the power of decentralized smart contracts and the scalability of web scale infrastructure.
And did you run any other crypto companies before? Or is it your first venture?
As an operator, this is the first one. I have been an investor in blockchain for several years.
Great. And can you tell us more about your partnership with OMG Network? I heard you as well making a huge airdrop for OMG holders.
Yeah, that's right. So we're the new team that took over the OMG project at the beginning of this year, and community is very, very important to us. So with the launch of the Boba tokens, we are doing an airdrop on a Boba token to all the OMG token holders. And so if you have OMG tokens on an exchange that supports the airdrop, great, you don't need to do anything. The Boba tokens will just show up. But if you're holding OMG tokens yourself, you will need to bridge your OMG tokens to Boba, to the Boba network in order to claim your tokens. And you do it before the snapshot date of November 12th, you get a 5% bonus.
Yeah, that's cool. So we will leave the link on the details of the airdrop so everybody can participate in it and benefit and get Boba tokens. And can you tell us more about your views on DeFi and how Boba Network participates in DeFi industry?
Absolutely. So not only are we going to be making DeFi transactions faster and cheaper, up to 54 times cheaper than Ethereum main chain, we also enable a whole new generation of DeFi protocols that could be much more sophisticated by leveraging our hybrid compute capabilities. And we're already working with several DeFi teams to make that happen.
Great. And you as well support NFTs as well and minting NFTs on different chains. Can you tell more about your views on NFT industry and how do you see developments in it?
Yeah, no, we're working with some really exciting NFT marketplaces to bring them over the Boba network, as well as artists that already have a fan base, their own community. So they don't want to just sell their NFTs on a massive marketplace. They already have a following, so they're going to be bringing their fan base over to Boba and offering minting the NFTs right on our platform directly to their fan base.
That's cool. And do you hold any NFTs yourself? Are you a fan of any NFT artists?
Well, I'm definitely biased towards NFT creators on Boba. So there's a really fun project called Boba Punks that will be launching very soon. So I'm looking forward to that.
And now we see a lot of other different layer 2 scaling solutions, and now we have a new one, Boba Network. So how are you different from plenty of all these chains already existing, and how are you gonna compete with them?
Sure. From a technology point of view, we offer something called hybrid compute that is unique to us. It allows smart contracts to trigger really sophisticated arbitrary code that they control on AWS Lambda. From a community point of view, as I mentioned before, community is very, very important to us, right? So we're launching our DAO next month, making operational. We have a token that acts as a governance token, as well as a staking token, where we'll be sharing profits generated by the network with our token holders. So these are all intended to create a really engaged community around the Boba network, so that they help govern the future of the network, and also feel like they have a sense of ownership, they have a stake in the game, skin in the game.
And what's the interest do you offer from the staking of Boba tokens?
Well, it depends on how the profitability of the network, and we'll be putting forward a proposal to the DAO so that the community together can discuss what that looks like, what the right level is, what the split between profits going to the treasury versus to the token holders.
And so you've been working already for a few years on Enya.ai, right?
That's right.
So why did you decide to make rebranding, and how did you attract the community to your company, to your project?
Well, Jan and I started the company really to shift to create decentralized privacy infrastructure, to shift the balance of power back from large centralized entities back to individuals. So when we saw this opportunity to join forces with OMG and become the new contributor behind the OMG Foundation, we saw this as a great way to realize this vision.
And can you share with us upcoming plans of Boba Network?
Yeah, really happy to do that. So since we care so much about the community, we're going to be aggressively decentralizing all of the various components of the Boba network, starting with fraud detector. We already have created an engineering release of the fraud detector that can be run by someone other than Enya, other than ourselves. So that's the first step towards decentralizing the network. And other components are on the roadmap as well. Eventually we get to the point where every single component of the network can be run by third parties other than ourselves.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting feature. And do you have any upcoming partnerships in your pipeline?
Well, upcoming partnerships, there are a lot of them, but I can't talk about them yet until they're announced. But the ones that have already been announced are already very exciting, like Dodo, Frax, AnySwap is coming to us as a bridging solution. Band Protocols already deployed their Oracle price feed. Coin98, which is an amazing crypto wallet that's growing really fast in Southeast Asia. They've already integrated with us, my Ether wallet as well. The list goes on, like Witnet, API3. We love our partners, and looking forward to having many more to come.
That's great. And your token listing will be on 12th of November, or is it just airdrop?
So November 12th is when the airdrop snapshot happens. The actual airdrop will happen 1 week after. So go to boba.network/airdrop to check out the details and to follow the list of exchanges that will be supporting the airdrop. That list is growing.
Great. Thank you for a nice conversation.
And the last question, what do you think about Bitcoin price this year?
Oh my gosh, I hate price predictions, but what I can say is I'm long-term bullish.
Cool. Thank you for the interview.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thank you.